Hey Space Watchers, and welcome back from the IAC 2024 here in Milan. And it's an absolute honor now to talk to one of our friends from Okapi Orbits, the newly appointed CCO, the Chief Commercial Officer, Guillermo Bosch. Giuliamo, how are you doing today?
Oh, very well, very well indeed. And we are here in Milan since the whole week, just having a lot of traffic through our booth. So we're very pleased with that.
That's fantastic. Okapi Orbits, your company, is a known partner in the space traffic world. So without any doubt. So what are, from your point of view, the current challenges we have to address?
Okay, so we know that up in space there are many satellites orbiting around the Earth. It's about 10,000 of them. So there is an ecosystem up there that may interact with each other, something that we don't want that to happen. Okay, so in order to in this environment, we need to coordinate the traffic somehow. And what we see today is that there are not very precise communication channels between two operators that run their own satellites. So that's something that we have to address now. Also timing, in order to be able to move a satellite, because what we call them a conjunction, so they may come too close together. So timing is essential to make a maneuver in the right time. Otherwise, it can become a disaster. Okay. Also, there is another challenge there, which is how the way data are used by the different operators. There are different data sets, different data protocols are being used in the marketplace today, and when two operators interact between each other in order to coordinate a maneuver, very often the data sets are different. Okay, so one operator may think that the conjunction is not the probability of conjunction is not so high because they're using a sort of a data set. Another operator may think that indeed the probability of conjunction is very high, so because it's using a different data set. So that's something that we have to address also.
Interesting.
Another thing is the lack of standard processes. Okay, when there is a probability of conjunctions is something that is admitted by both operators, then we should have a process which is not standardized yet. So that's another challenge that we've seen together. And then also there are no agreed rules in order to do the maneuver. So there's something that also we have to address somehow. Right. And that's where Astrolabe, which is our newly developed product and service, comes into place. Okay.
So how do you respond to these challenges you just mentioned, which are super complex? So how does
Astrolabe
works with it?
It's something that we've been developed for the past few years already. As you know, Okapi Orbits comes from a spin-off from the Braunschweig University. The Braunschweig University has been working on these arguments, on these themes for the past 40 years. So there is a knowledge inside the company that we are bringing now to the table to our customers. So, for example, for the communication challenges that I addressed before, we have now an embedded chat between the two operators, where they can use our platform in order to coordinate between themselves, which is extremely useful. Okay, otherwise right. they didn't to negotiate, or they didn't. I mean, if the conjunction was going to be there from in a few days, they needed to act very quickly and negotiate a platform where to speak to each other. With Astrolabe, it's already embedded, so it's a standard way of communication. For the data problem that I addressed before, we have a data. So the data is sort of a standardized. Okay, it's ingested in our platform, so the two companies have the same view of the same problem at any one time, and they have an agreed conjunction timing that they can deal with. Okay, so there's not one customer having one operator having one data set, the other one having a different data set, and then not agreeing that something's going to happen. Where in this case, with our software, with our service, there is an agreed database, agreed data set for both of them, so they can address the problem directly. Then we have also developed a rules-based approach, okay, that it can be tailored for the two operators. That means that they can rely on these rules in order to do the maneuvers that they have to do, okay? And then if one of the two operators is not inside our service, what we can do, we can invite them to join the service without even being a customer of ours, in order to be able to coordinate with the other operator.
And how does the operators react on this exchange platform?
Oh, I mean, today we have about 200 operators using our service. So they react very well, in the sense that now they have a common platform, a common understanding of what the problem is and what the problem could be, and they are in the position to avoid any collision, avoid any hiccups in their flight, in the time life of the services of the satellites, by virtue of our platform.
Great. We will be following your journey. Thank you very much for your time. Have fun at the IAC here in the last hours, and with that, SpaceWatch out.
Thank you very much.